Hey, so what's up guys? Joseph Fountain here. So today I want to take a look at Adobe Premiere Rush. So it just came out this week. I was excited to see that it just came out and I couldn't wait to use it and try it out. You know, I have the Creative Cloud, so you know it came with it. It was pretty simple to install, not only just on the computer but on my mobile devices as well. And so today I decided, let me just edit one of my videos that I actually just did, and let me see what how it works and how how it flows, how those things interact. The features that they have for someone like myself who may be always rushing because I don't have a lot of time, or for someone that it just may be a good option, because I think it's a good option for me. I typically use Premiere Pro a lot, but today I want to try out Rush and see how that works with simple video and simple edits, nothing complex, so I get a gist of the program. And so here we are guys, Adobe Premiere Rush. I actually started working on a video that I actually just did. So as you can see, the video is upside down. So I want you guys to see this and just some of the features that you can do with Adobe Premiere. So I think it's pretty cool as stated before. So let's go ahead into the project. I just paused because I said, well, maybe I should just make a tutorial so people can see exactly how this program works. So here we are, and you can see down here where the video is actually upside down. And so it was very simple. Went up here, you can actually toggle over or just hover over these, and they'll give you description of what it is, so you can see what everything is. And so here I saw crop and rotate, so I go in and I was able to simply just rotate the video here just with that little tool. So now I think that's pretty good. Now one of the other things I took a look at, because I was looking at how I edit videos sometimes on my phone, because I'm the social media director at my church, and so sometimes we may need to get something up pretty fast, a pretty simple video, and sometimes we like to do some letterboxing. So I took a look at the advanced features here, and what I saw was where you could actually do some pretty simple techniques for letterboxing, where you can see here the top right, you crop a little bit right here, crop down a little bit, and so you can see where you can actually create kind of create some of these different things without having to necessarily do it like in InShot, or do it in Premiere Pro, or what I normally do it in is in Premiere Pro. But you just kind of see here, you can start to use some of these features. You can see here you can feather the edge, the opacity, especially if you had something you want to like overlay or whatnot. So I thought that was pretty cool. But pretty much these are some pretty simple features, easy to use, and the catch is being able to do things fast. That's why it says Premiere Rush, like in a rush, fast. And what I've found is that the editing is indeed pretty fast. So now one of the things that I noticed is when I was actually trying to download different files into Adobe Rush, is it didn't recognize Windows Media file. Like I had a file where I did a tutorial. I use Microsoft Expression sometimes when I record my screen, and I noticed that it wouldn't bring the file in as a Windows Media file. So that's something noted, and something I have to keep in mind if I'm trying to use this to edit in anything. So I was a little about that. However, I think the program still works pretty cool. You can also bring this over here if you want to see all of the things that you have that are currently in the video. Like if you want to have a similar setup like you do in Premiere Pro, so you can see the videos here and yada yada. So it's pretty simple. So then here I've already edited the video some, and go back, you can see I have some cuts here, and so I just want to add some transitions in. And so I go up here, like I said, you hover over, and you can see the transitions, etc. The text is pretty cool. You can put in different things with the text where it has the animation already in it. So here, I want to start off with just start off with the black that's there. Now the thing is, when that's highlighted, once that's highlighted, you can choose it easy. You just zoom in on your timeline. You can go here to edit, and you can actually edit the duration of that particular transition. Cool, pretty simple. Just, not a lot of parameters in it like the Premiere Pro we're used to. So if you're trying to do something on the go, this definitely works well. So here I have an intro, and on this third one, and so what I want to do is I just want to crossfade in into the next one. So let's see how that looks. Okay, great. So you can see it's pretty simple. Like I said, you can always highlight those and edit the duration of them. So most people really only need those things anyway. So it's not, so they don't have a big selection. I'm sure there should be some updates, probably with more selection of transitions, but I'm also sure that there's some creators out there that are going to, start to give away and sell some transition presets that will go into Rush. But Rush just recently, like in the past week, just came out. So still, some things that you may desire, but the idea is it's a rush, it's fast. So it's pretty simple. So let's say if you want to come in and you see you got your audio here and you got a break and you want to cut, you can see where I can kind of stop talking here and you want to cut. Then you have the clip highlighted, and it works simple. Like I was telling somebody, it reminds me of iMovie a little bit. But you go right here and you cut. Now I'm not comparing this to LumaFusion or anything like that, but this is something that, say for example, if you have Adobe Creative Suite like I do, and let's say for example you don't want to have to buy an extra program. Now me personally, I have a lot of different options on my phone, so I like the extra programming. But if you didn't want to pay for an extra program and you already have Creative Suite, then here's an option. You can download on your phone and you can pretty much do the same thing on your phone. So it's simple. Here you can see where you can duplicate, trash, and this right here just expands the audio. I already have it expanded, but you can expand it. So it's pretty simple. Now one of the things I thought is really cool is for the for when you go to share it. So when you go to share, you actually now will be able to share to different platforms. So let's say YouTube, for example. You sign in and you can publish directly, and it's going to give you some other features where you can actually use to help you just publish it and make it easy for you. Alright, so here I've already signed in, and here's an example of what I mean. So here I can actually go in and do just some setup here, and the description, it's public, etc. Schedule. Now what you will have to do, if you're like me, you may have to go in and do some things with your tags. I use a different program for my tags, which help me to figure out what's the best tags to use, etc. like that when I'm putting out a video. And you see here you can actually set a current frame, upload your thumbnail, and then you'd also have to go in, oh no, it's right here. So if you had a playlist, so it brings my playlist in. So yeah, you can do pretty much almost anything with that. So there it is, guys, Adobe Rush. Hey, if you have it, like I said, if you have the Creative Cloud, go ahead and just download it and play with it and check it out. If you were to purchase standalone, I think it's like $9.99 a month, like most of their apps and stuff are separate. But hey, the Creative Cloud is like $50 a month or so. So it definitely makes sense to just have that, and you have all those programs anyway. If you're going to be using different programs, like that's definitely going to help you save some money. But hey, check it out. Leave in the comments, let me know what you think about it. For me personally, I think it's definitely cool. I do find some good functionality with it for, especially for mobile and even on desktop. Like if it's something simple, like the video that I'm doing, like it's really simple. It's not a lot to it. I have like an intro, I have like a lower third that downloaded fine on it. I have, a few slides, and that's it. So it's not really much. I add some a little bit more audio like I normally do at the end of my videos, and that's pretty much about it. So it's fairly simple. And when I have simple videos like that, I can see myself just using this real quick, and not feeling like I need to do any extra complex editing and stuff like that. But even for people that may be using it to vlog, like just quick edits, jump cuts, and they, like I said, they have a few transitions, not a lot, but for most people don't even really need all those features. So I think it's definitely a good program, and congrats, Adobe. You definitely are going to help somebody with this one. But hey, talk to you guys on the next video. Peace.